seriously, how did we go from having like no editing on your Minecraft Let's Play to grooming minors to having like a cut or a sound effect like every 5 seconds? You see, originally I thought the reason for this was Mr. Beast, but then I looked into it more and I thought it was TikTok, and then I looked into more and yeah, you get the point. This epidemic is a pipeline, and to truly understand why everything is the way it is, we had to go to the very start of gaming videos on YouTube. The reason I decided to research gaming was because most games aren't really personalized, and the only difference you'd have between two people playing it is the presentation. And this led me to the first notable cog in the machine. Local white supremacist Tobuscus! Yeah, not really. He barely edited his videos. I mean, like, why would he? No one did during this time. But yeah, he was still mega popular, and I never really watched him, so I watched him in his old Minecraft videos, and he had a 200 episode series going for like a year, and the only thing that changed about him was his voice.
Hey, little biggie, can I ride you? That's disgusting.
Which was surprisingly a common theme, because so many people were popular: Markiplier, Tobuscus, PewDiePie.
We got Pedobear, no!
And the one thing that they had in common was having a funny voice. Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about editing. Yeah, the only editing I saw during this time was like funny moment compilations or a shit ton of music videos for some reason. And I don't know why they spent so much time on these, but not their main videos, but who cares? I mean, if you want to call them edits, there was like a bunch of outros, and then like DanTDM had a photo checklist that one time. That's exciting. Also, my goat Stampy had a fade in. Holy shit, that's cinema quality. I think this is a re-upload of Stampy's first video, so I don't know how accurate it is, but you know, for my own sake, I'm just gonna count it anyways. Over time, I did see like bits in the videos. Only like one moment would have edits, and it would always be the most popular moments. For some reason. After like a year, there'll be like an invisible checklist for most Let's Players. There would be an outro, maybe an intro, and like a little green screen guy that says subscribe and like. Also, like, the earliest consistent edits I've seen from these Minecraft channels were from popular MMOs, which is honestly like really weird because like he did not edit like at all. But I do remember one distinct edit as a kid, and he was playing a Would You Rather with Jen, and on it was, would you rather vote for Trump or vote for Hillary? Pat picked Trump, and in big text it said for lower taxes, and I cannot find this clip anywhere. Some people on reddit.com also remember seeing it, so I know I'm not crazy. I know what happened, but I just don't know where it is. Didn't you abuse your wife? Unsurprisingly, Sky Does Minecraft kind of went through all the early stages of video editing, so I did pay attention to him a little bit more. At first, it was kind of the same thing, no editing except for the same 3 things in every video, but then something changed. Adam made an update video where they asked their fans like what they wanted from the channel, and after this, Sky Does Minecraft didn't post Minecraft. Okay, there were still Minecraft videos, but now Sky would post videos on other games, and there was actual edits in these videos. Apparently this change was made because Sky said that
lately Minecraft has been kind of not as popular, and
which was a fucking lie. Now, this just could be Sky like branching out to different audiences, but I don't really think that's the case. In my opinion, Adam just like wasn't confident in these videos, and extra edits are made just to spice up the video a little bit and to make sure all the Minecraft fans would still stay. Even with all these edits, Sky still wasn't as good as Vanos Gaming. Holy shit. Okay, to give some context, as a kid, I didn't really watch Vanos, but my cousin showed me the Team 6 animations like all the time. So yeah, I'm a LARPer. Still though, these videos were ahead of its time. If you showed some of the 2013 to 14 videos to like a TikTok addicted child, I think they could probably sit through it because that's how good they were. Still though, I think in this situation, Vanos is more of an outlier and inspired something else other than his editing. Like, imagine if you're a kid and you want to be just like your hero Vanos. You probably wouldn't say, oh, I want to stare at the computer for 12 hours straight and edit like this guy. No, you would say, I want to make a YouTube channel with me and my friends. Or probably, I wish I had friends. The dynamic of his friend group was better than any edit he has ever made.
Look at the dog, he's humping Ohm's face. Mayland, now it's your turn, buddy.
Also, speaking of his edits, they weren't exactly normal Let's Plays. These are more of funny moments cut down from probably hours upon hours of footage. Just to be clear, I am not hating, but this shit was genuinely ahead of its time, but the masses weren't ready for this. In my opinion, this would mark the end of the traditional Let's Play. More videos now would have like some sort of script or editing, which was different than the blind Let's Plays a few years ago. You had people like Muselk who would cut up his footage into clips just to get the best moments. Stampy would know what he was building ahead of time, and DanTDM did mod reviews,
showcasing the tuah weapons mod.
and Sky Does Minecraft was making the backpack I had in 4th grade. Also role-playing with Afmal. I do kind of want to make a video about these people, but you know, not today. The biggest sign a gaming YouTuber was about to start to edit their videos was always a face cam in my opinion. Like, okay, Sky Does Minecraft, you have a face cam, and now suddenly a few videos later you start to edit because zooming into your face is a mutual thing that every YouTuber likes to do for some reason. We start to get into 2016 and 17, aka the pre-Fortnite era. You still would find the occasional Let's Player when still going strong with Zach Scott. He has such an insane backlog on so many different games. I think this Plants vs. Zombies 2 series has like more episodes than One Piece or something. But the sad thing though is that all the Let's Players are already like well established. Even if they included edits in their videos or no edits, these people have been doing YouTube for like 5 years up to this point. Like, it was rare to see someone post a Minecraft gameplay video with no cuts or edits and for them to be mildly successful. But the main thing in my opinion that was dominating was commentary videos. Hey, wait a minute, I thought you were talking about gaming videos and how editing for them has changed. Okay dude, when you think of commentary, you think of CSGO surfing. I have never played CSGO, but I saw these slopes more than I saw my own father. It is absolutely that serious. You see, commentary videos are often talking about a subject, and they also had to add in images based off what they were saying. Maybe they'll have an avatar in the back, you know, some gameplay to top it off, and wait a second. I do count these as edited gameplay videos, even if it wasn't really the focus. And the best example of this was when a commentary YouTuber actually plays the game. I remember very distinctly Pyrocynical playing Overwatch and choosing Roadhog. But because Pyrocynical knew how to edit his videos, these gameplay videos would include some edits, and you know, they weren't Vanos level, but all the dead space was removed without getting nearly as much footage as him. To be honest, this became the new norm. Okay. People like Muselk were still doing funny moments videos, but now with the occasional edit in there. Although it was rare, sometimes you would see a video with just like a crap ton of edits in there. An example is tuah. This was his first video, and although there were more edits in this video than like Muselk's, it was also like a minute long. It would probably be really hard to do this somewhat consistently. Albino's Fortnite videos come to mind. I remember seeing this and thinking like, wow, each second of this video must have took him like a few hours to make.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It was kind of like a more extreme version of Vanos, where every moment was funny and over-edited, but you'd also upload like once every few months. It didn't help that YouTube back in 2013 shifted towards watch time to promote videos, so you would see a lot of animators or heavily edited gameplay videos just get fucked. Instead of spending like a few months on one video with a bunch of edits, you could probably make a dozen or so videos with a little bit of edits, and you'd probably make way more money and get way more views. This really sucks because there were some bangers! But yeah, doing this much work was inefficient and could probably be quite taxing to your mental health. And C-Day and Fearless proved them right. I don't know if you guys are there for it, but they were probably the best in the 2018 Fortnite era, and I'd argue that these people were the dominoes that led to where we are right now. I'll focus on C-Day because I think he was a little bit more influential, and also he didn't just play with kids. But the most surprising thing about him is that his videos weren't always like this. He used to make somewhat normal Destiny montages, then he moved on to challenge videos, and I think he was even clip farming in Overwatch too. Then yeah, he eventually moved to Fortnite with his skill set of said montages. The end result was gameplay videos cut up with a lot of dead sound effects and dead memes.
This is Fortnite Battle Royale.
But the thing is that over time, he kept on improving. There were so many edits that whenever you saw a section with no edits, you knew something was about to happen. See, the problem was that Vanos made sure to show the absolute best moments, but C-Day, he could turn any moment into the best with editing.
Bitch!
But what made them work so well is that he was able to do this consistently, kind of, as much as my grandpa could probably. At the time, he was literally one of a kind. You got this quality slop far more than your rotting corpses and your albinos or whatever. I think his really bad upload schedule was worth it for the sheer quality of his videos and his consistency. Fearless got grouped in with C-Day a lot, and it does make sense. I didn't watch him a whole lot when I was a kid, but he was also influential. The text and the flowiness reminds me so much about how modern videos are edited today. It does suck though that his last moments did mention Dream. Still though, Fearless and C-Day did have some differences. Fearless was more of a funny moments channel than C-Day, which means that Fearless had a whole lot more, sometimes unorganized footage that could be turned into a video. He was kind of like Vanos, but with only one person and way more footage. But C-Day recorded way less footage and tended to commentate more. Like in his videos, you could easily tell if he was in the same round as his last clip because he had less footage to work with. But for Fearless, it was super hard to tell because he could be more picky with his clips. I mean, he could be in a different game for all I care, and I probably wouldn't even be surprised. I could talk about these two way more, but I don't really feel like it. Just know that Fearless is more of a montage / funny moments guy, while Psianide can turn any moment into a funny moment. But that is, in my opinion, why he's more influential and led more people into the pipeline of over-editing. Because whenever people think about Psianide, the first thing that comes to mind is always his editing. Although it's outdated, it was clearly the inspiration for how future people would edit their videos. Now, I could make a separate video about TikTok, but genuinely, that has removed so many people's attention spans that YouTubers had to start competing. Hell, even YouTube themselves had to compete with them. What I've noticed some people do now is that they'll stream to turn it into a video, and they'll hire editors to edit their videos, but these editors just place the most random sound effects ever, so you can't even tell what's going on half the time.
I have the most American experience I could. I try to get the Ford F-150.
But the thing is that I don't really blame them. Sure, it's a crutch used by editors and YouTubers, but it can be helpful if you don't think you're funny or entertaining enough just by yourself. Don't even think of this as a bad thing. If Skydoes Minecraft can do it, I'm sure you can too. I mean, on this channel, you could check some of my older videos. They are so over-edited, and I don't like them. This is why the Psianide method is so good, because you could turn anyone, anything, any moment into something really entertaining. Honestly, the biggest offenders in my opinion are like smaller Minecraft channels who edit a lot in longer formats so viewers can see their quality and watch for a long time. But then after they get popular, they're just forced to edit every video like crazy and upload like twice a year. Editing has just turned into jingling, woo. And this is where Psianide comes back. I mean, he'll never come back, but whenever he would go on a hiatus, the results for how to edit like Psianide pop up, and then clones start to rise. If over-editing was Psianide's thing and now he's gone, I guess I'll just have to be the one to over-edit. But the problem is that everyone already thought about that. Simply searching up the next Fearless or the next Psianide will provide tons of videos of people just trying to be them, but just failing.
Psianide hasn't uploaded in months. Fearless hasn't uploaded in months. I'm gonna have to do something.
Looking at these channels do feel weird. It's like looking at the same broken dream just repeated dozens and dozens of times. Some did succeed, but most of them do have varying degrees of success. The best example of this is a little-known YouTuber named Aspect. He made a video about both Fearless and Psianide, and he moved into TikTok, and now he has a Minecraft channel. And it sucks because he just posts the same generic 30-minute to 1 hour Minecraft stop as everyone else, and this is what I mean by the pipeline. The only positive comments he got in his comment section were like, oh, your editing is so good, oh my god, your editing. It was only about the editing, not about like the video itself, the story of it, nothing. Remember I was talking about how video games aren't really personalized and the presentation is what makes everything different? Well, now all the presentation is the exact same. You could search up any type of mainstream game and you'd find basically the same video with the same subtitles, the same sound effects, even the same zooms over and over again. The thing is that not everyone is like this. Like Moist Critical, one of the most popular YouTubers ever, he barely edits anything, but you can also find someone like Maxer and like, holy crap, I would not be surprised if this was the last thing that tuah saw.
And out of deep respect for the source material, I will be editing a video that looks as beautiful as Corky's Squad.
It should have stopped at or before Psianide, but editing has evolved over time. To simply cutting out dead space or adding something new, to whatever happened here. I wanted to know why the current state of YouTube felt so bad, but I think I know the reason. It's you! The audiences wanted to hear funny voices from Tobuscus and Markiplier.
I can swing my sword, sword, I can swing my sword, sword.
Then they wanted to see the absolute best moments of Vanos and his friends. And people wanted to see how Psianide could turn any clip into a funny one. And all these videos kept on getting more and more views because that's what the audience wanted, and eventually they got bored of it. I think now the editing became the main video rather than the video itself, and things like AI definitely don't help that. I don't want to end the video on a negative note, but I do feel like that more longer form videos are making a comeback, but it really just depends on how people view it and if they want it or not. Anyways, I had to find my old Tube Hero Skydoes Minecraft backpack from 4th grade, so I'll see you guys later.